milkshake gets fixed.
Basically. I didn't bother to name them last session, but I'll say you guys probably overheard the names. The lady who was upstairs was named Jane, we're gonna say. And the guy, you heard him called John.
Those literally aren't even generator names. You just pulled that out of your butt.
Yeah, no, Alistair just mentioned
that
that.
shit out earlier.
John and Jane Joe.
The alternative was Becky and Brontosaurus, so you're welcome.
I don't know how relevant they're ever gonna be. This might be the last time they show up, so I'm not gonna worry too much. I'm not gonna make pit crews for them.
No. They're a couple.
They're props for this arc, essentially.
They're right on it.
So yeah, Martin.
Now that you've said that, we're going to actively try and make them important. I'm gonna make a tie with them by the end of time.
Yeah. What's your story? Well, I'm gonna reveal some stuff. We'll see how that goes.
Well, Jane was on a vacation and she was chilling at the beach before she got mind controlled or whatever. So I mean, you could be like, you got any like kids at home or something? Let's make you a part of the family.
So power's still out. Calls are not going through. You see a lot of the guests are honestly more worried about that than anything else. A lot of them are still worried about the attacks, but like, you know, everyone's here, or like a lot of the guests are here and stuff like that. And these are a lot of rich people who are starting to get to the point where it's like, well, why can't I go back to my vacation? So you're getting a lot of that. There's not too many like residents, but there is a good amount here. Martin walks in. You see there's a lot of kind of just like a sigh of relief from a lot of people who kind of recognize this. You know, he's wearing the full uniform with the coattails. You see Jane immediately perks up and he's like, oh my god, honey, thank god you're here. And she's gonna run over to him.
No!
No. Why? No.
No! Not as if, like... He did have a bitch.
That's Martin's wife.
I don't think I'm gonna say just now girlfriend. I'm gonna say you don't ever see a ring on his finger or anything like that.
Okay,
that's her sugar daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking sugar daddy.
Meanwhile, I'm just in the background like, you know, man, I'm so glad that she dies in my universe.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo!
She runs up, gives him a hug, pecks on the cheek and stuff like that.
The keek.
The keek. The keek. And he's like, oh my god, I'm sorry, I heard what happened. I ran right over here as soon as I could. As soon as I got the call. I'm so sorry about this. I got you this vacation while I was busy just to keep care of you and stuff like that. I'm sorry this happened, da-da-da. So you hear him over here.
I hate him.
You overhear him say that he had bought basically like this weekend trip for her. He is going to kind of after a moment lock eyes with Lucian as he goes over to the staff, and he's going to start talking to the staff here. He's going to do that for a moment or two.
Would any of us be able to hear him?
I think he pulls the staff people aside to where you can see everybody, but it's like in the corner of the room. I don't think you could without getting closer or trying to do anything specific. Yeah, he sort of talks to these people. He then kind of steps in the center of the room with the manager of the hotel and a couple other people and says, okay, everyone, we're gonna go through this quickly. I'm gonna need everyone to stay here just in case there's any important evidence that leaves, and then I'm gonna make sure this gets taken care of. And I think as he says this, he's gonna lock eyes with Lucian very pointedly.
What a dick.
And I think he's in the center of the room now. You guys are probably all near the center too. Just as people of interest in this, I guess, is anybody staying? Shepard and Victoria, because Vincent is in Victoria's pocket right now.
Yeah.
Are you guys sticking close to Lucian and Charlie, or?
Probably. I'm like...
Yeah. I definitely had a different vision to what you were thinking, but now that you've said it out loud, I definitely agree. We'd probably be in the center of attention right now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we're all sticking together. regardless.
Okay. So Jane and John are kind of separate from each other, but they are essentially like in the circle with you guys. And Martin is going to turn to Jane, and he's just going to say, well, just let's start with your story. It sounds like what you happened first. Can you tell me anything you saw? And she says, well, I was down here in the lobby, waiting for you. You said you were to come visit. And then next thing I knew, I was just in a room. There was some guy who was like strong, like he just had like, just like gray hair, I guess. And he just had a knife. And I just started screaming and I just ran out of there. That's all I saw. You see murmurs from the crowd here. A lot of people just look at Lucian for this, honestly. The gray hair and stuff like that, who's made a bit of a commotion.
I had a feeling this was the direction this was gonna go.
Mm-hmm. Vincent has white hair.
White hair.
Yes.
But it was dark in the room.
Yeah,
But it was dark. I just love the fucking gift.
And plus, you're not gonna get
white
everything
hair or
100%.
bleached hair? Like, did he just gray early or what?
Lucian's is definitely just graying hair.
No, I was asking Vincent.
Oh.
He probably dyes his hair, or like bleaches it.
Bleaches it would probably be the term.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I think he, I believe, well, he is originally blonde.
I was about to say, like, is there a way to make your hair just white?
Yeah, you can dye it.
Some people have naturally silver hair, but like,
yeah,
I guess you
it's the pigment.
Yeah, like if I go outside, I would have platinum blonde hair, and if I were to bleach that thing, it would be white.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
But yeah, she gives this kind of report. I don't know if you guys want me to write this down or if you want to write this down, but what she is saying happened is she was in the lobby waiting for Martin to arrive, basically. And just next thing she knew, she was in this room. I don't think she gives the room number, but she is able to kind of talk to the staff to give the general area she was in. And said there was a strong man with light hair that had a knife. That is what she gives as her kind of record.
Does it say like tall or short?
What?
She just say like tall or short. This motherfucker's tall as hell.
Well, actually, how tall is Lucian?
Lucian is short. Lucian is like
that's a big defining feature.
Yeah, Lucian is like 5'6".
And plus,
Yeah.
and plus
Vincent
Lucian
is
does have an alibi.
6'3".
Yeah, I was actually about to say.
Yeah, and also, I'm pretty sure she did describe the perpetrator, quote unquote, as tall before.
Yeah.
Was that last session?
So, yeah, I'm pretty sure they did, but at the same time, like, if they didn't... Okay, there are times where, in a very tense moment, which this seems like it would be for her, you know, sometimes you can forget details, other times, you know, you're rushing it out, you can't get all the details out of your mouth.
Yeah.
It would probably be something we could take note of if someone tries to say Lucian did it, we know that he has an alibi, and we can even question her. Well, you know, were there any other details about the guy? You know, I'm pretty sure, you know, you'd recognize Lucian or something.
Do any of you guys say anything like this in character, or?
Those are just out of character thoughts. I'm explaining my point of view on this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting for an opening because I can't just have Victoria jump in. It's not Lucian, even because no one said it's Lucian yet. They just
Nobody's
looked at
really
her.
accused him yet.
Yeah. Objection to what?
Objection.
Warrior's badge.
Nuh-uh.
What do you mean?
Fuck you, mean? Nuh-uh.
And I just want to double check. Did Vincent explain what happened in the room?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did. Didn't they have a
believe-
sidebar?
Yeah, you were the one who basically said you gave us time for Shepard and Vincent to explain.
Okay, just double checking.
Yeah.
So I think Martin is obviously like very much like, okay, it's fine. I'm here. Let's get this sorted. And he's gonna turn to John over there, I think John gives him kind of just like an also relieved look and like oh thank God he's here. And John is gonna say, yeah, no, I was out by the beach and I was just walking and he just like attacked me with like a knife. It was a crazy fucking, he shoved me in the water and I just sprinted in here to the lobby. He was there with that kid there and it was just, I don't know if he's in on it or what, but just like I don't know what happened.
You were the one with the knife. You were attacking us.
This is, I mean, it's, as far as, this is the John guy still talking, this guy is like nervous and twitchy, like in a different way from Lucian. This guy's full like anxious, like anxiety mode about everything. And he's like, I mean, it's you two versus me, and like, of course I'm gonna say, like, I was the one not being attacked, or being attacked, you know, it like just makes sense. I don't think there's anyone else to back you guys up.
I think I just had a stupid idea.
Oh boy.
So, you know how cartoon characters can just pull shit out of their ass sometimes?
Always.
And yeah, I can just do it out of ink, technically, you know. So, can I reveal my master plan to say I have a picture of the event?
Hell yeah.
Dear God, we're actually using that damn move.
First one.
Oh my
How
god.
many
It only
sessions
took
is
us.
the first proper one?
Yeah.
So what's your gen?
My gen is 1.
Oh, so we can't even shuffle yet. Okay. Well, I know what this card is.
I
Oh,
also
wait,
know
God,
what this
wait, what?
card is.
No, dear, what have you done?
Gambler's delight.
This is a
What have
negative,
you done?
I will say. This is a bad card!
So there's one card left, and it's 6 o'clock. So unless someone is helping you here with actual actual tangible help, you're gonna not be able to push out of this.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, Phantom Clock.
I
I
mean,
mean,
Well,
Wait, hold on, hold. Default Phantom Clock rules, that's not a thing yet. That's 9 o'clock.
oh, 9 o'clock. Okay, so you can't push out of this.
okay. Besides, I was thinking about it, and I'm like, not to fuck up someone's phone, but I can make it look more convincing that I took the picture if I quote-unquote paint the screen, kinda.
I'm
Could say.
I imagine all kinds of stuff. I'm super hyped for this. So the card is Judgment.
you're like,
Okay. What does judgment even say, and what is revealing your master plan negative?
Your past
not
failures
good.
catch
Oh
up to
wait.
you.
Oh wait, never mind. Fuck.
Yeah, your past failures kept. I'm gonna start shuffling this ahead of time.
Yeah. I just need a. The thing I was saying wait about was from the bottom of the deck. There was one card. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's one card.
In that case, I don't know if I want to accept that. I'm just gonna push.
Okay, I'm gonna finish. No, I gotta leave this. Yeah, I still gotta shuffle the deck otherwise, and then push from this. Like,
Clock.
does this get shuffled in?
I think it would. Yeah, because it quote unquote got. You know, it gets knocked out. You would put that in the discard pile. Then it would be shuffled. Then you just pull the next card. That's my push.
Okay.
Judgment again.
If it's Judgment, I'm gonna scream.
The tower.
With judgment, I'm demanding you to just reshuffle it again because it's bullshit.
It's a Hierophant.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
My
yeah,
dissonance.
you can get rid of that. I'm
Oh,
fine
dude,
with it.
it's a dissonant. Damn.
I'm pretty sure that's my dissonant, right? Yeah.
You discover something.
Oh,
Wait, no,
That's,
that's...
I guess we're both. That's mine.
Oh, okay.
I was incorrect. The
What
dissonant is...
happened?
My Hermit is my dissonant, not Hierophant. Excuse me.
What happens on a neutral for Reveal Your Master Plan?
I think it is just like you look at the forecast, remember, right? Reveal your master plan. When you enact or reveal that you've already enacted a clever plan to nullify or threat or put yourself at an advantage, you are revealing your master plan. Draw a gen from the bottom of the Fate deck and play one card. So I'm pretty sure it's just like Challenge Fate, but retroactive.
In that case, in that case, it would be you. Hold on. What is the fucking word? You discover something.
You discover something. What can you
There's
discover
a funny
here?
thing that I could discover, but I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to put that idea in your head.
I mean, maybe I'll just concrete something here. Do you paint this on, or do you think you actually took a picture with your phone?
I painted on because I definitely didn't remember. I didn't actually do anything at that moment. It's more like I would remember that, so I then put it on the screen. You could think of it like that.
Okay. So
If that
you,
makes sense.
yeah, you reveal this picture. I'm gonna say it looks pretty lifelike. You get all the details in there. You see that this guy sees this picture and immediately just like whips to look at Martin here. He's fully just like, shit, what do I do to Martin? He doesn't say that out loud, obviously, but he is very much just looking to Martin for guidance. And Martin's gonna say, well, I think that only cements the fact that they were near each other. And you see there's a good groan from, not like a groan from the crowd, but like another murmur where everyone's like, I mean, dude,
Yeah.
it instigates you as a witness, but Martin is still fighting this 100%.
So it's pretty much a
Victoria's
nothing
kinda-
burger of a statement.
I want
Eh,
to punch
okay.
Martin in the face.
I think, yeah, Martin
Fuck this guy.
Martin is very much like, Lucian, I'm very sorry to say this, especially with how long you've worked for the company, but I think I'm just gonna have to take you in.
Wait,
Didn't do anything.
hold on a moment though.
Oh, this is just a he said, she said.
Mhm.
He's got no evidence. How are you just gonna be like, we're gonna take you in?
No, yeah, you guys can totally fight this. That's 100% what I'm expecting.
That's kind of what I'm trying to think of, but I'm wondering if it would. I'm trying to think of how to phrase this in a way that makes sense or works. Basically, Victoria wants to call attention to what Jane said. Because we know that. Okay, so hearing. What'd you say?
Cross-examination.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, this is full Ace Attorney at this point, so if you guys...
I've never played Ace Attorney.
Me neither.
it's fake, objection, nuh-uh, total, go nuts.
God. But with that said,
Alright, who wants to throw him in the pit?
so I hear this, and I'm going to, I'm just gonna call him out. I'm just like, yeah, wait a second though. What are you actually putting him away for though?
Lucian will be taken in for further questioning, and will, likely be kind of fined for his supposed assault charges, plural. He will most likely lose his job, but
Can
Assault
Vincent?
charges plural? I mean,
Yeah.
yes, we
So
know
it's
that they
like,
were.
do you not earn assault charges as well?
I.
For all the other things you've done? Are you just immune to that?
Shepard, shut up. I'm sorry, buddy. No.
Can Vincent, like, because obviously motherfucker's like hiding right now, but I think like he's gonna like tug on the inside of like Victoria's pocket to get her attention and just kind of be like, but if they're trying to match the same like description of Lucian being in his room and being the one with the knife, but also being the one at the same time down in the tent, how was he there in two different places?
That's exactly what I was thinking. And I'm just going to say that word for word.
Here's what I'm gonna say. How about you give me a glam draw, and you're not... I guess, no, who are you trying to convince? Are you trying to convince Martin or the other people here?
I'm trying to convince Martin, the guy that's threatening to basically arrest them and make him lose his job.
How can you give me a... I'm actually going to ask you to dredge, I think. As funny as that is.
Well, I mean, it's technically the same pool, plus if I get a positive or a neutral, I can ask an extra question directed at them.
And I'll kind of just reveal something interesting based on what you draw.
Alright then.
Okay, that's going to be... the world, the lovers, and the emperor.
That's really good.
Yeah, it's really good. I'm probably not going to be doing that though. Hold on a second. Hold on. I seem to be missing something. Okay, so it's the lovers and the emperor.
And the world.
Yeah, I'm not taking the world.
Alright.
Let's save that. This isn't that important. I don't think I want to break something.
Break Martin's face.
Yeah, and get arrested along with Lucian. That would be fun for Charlie, wouldn't it?
Break his argument.
Oh, that's actually a good idea. Of course, it's up to him what I break.
I can think of a couple different things for either of these.
Yeah, I was about to say lovers, but, you know, I've been convinced. I'm gonna take, Emperor. I break something.
Okay.
And because I have purposely used the worst card, mark XP.
Mark P.
Yay!
And I need to remember to mark XP.
I've got him recording now, so thank God I can always listen back. So, I think you are starting to say these things, and what you're gonna break, I guess, would be, because this isn't quite the check you were angling for, but I think you're gonna break Martin's kind of patience here, and you're gonna get just like a glimpse of something. Martin, I think, first of all, Martin recognizes you, and he sees you as someone. You're gonna get two kind of vibes from him. One is like, what is this nice young lady sticking her neck out for? And another one is, this would be so much easier. Or this should be so much easier. Why can't I just hurry up and get this done?
Cause you're a dick. That's why.
And
Damn,
since
so
you
mean.
did it for a dredge, and remember, Martin can always ask, you as the GM, as Martin, I guess, whatever, can always ask Victoria a question back.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to ask, does Martin remember the card thing, the fact that I, wink wink, gave him back his ID? How does he feel about that?
Martin remembers that 100%. He doesn't remember, because that's kind of a simple one. I'm gonna say he does not remember though the Phantom fight. Essentially, he has no memory of that chunk of time. He just remembers being in the woods and then waking up in the woods.
Alright, that's a good point.
I think what Martin is going to ask you is if you're gonna get in the way of him getting Lucian fired.
Yes, if that's what it takes. I don't want him fired.
Okay, so you start to kind of explain this argument here, and you can immediately read this look on his face that is like, this is fucking ridiculous. He's fed up. He's getting white man angry. He is. getting that quiet.
White knuckled.
Yeah, he's white knuckle. That's a great term for it. He's white knuckling. He's very rapidly approaching some kind of boiling point that he is keeping in check because of the people around him.
I'm gonna rip his shirt off. It's gonna be a wife beater underneath.
Honestly.
How? Huh. I don't think it would actually be as big of a deal. I don't know if I'd be able to use it at all. But so we said it was his ID. Is there? God, this is gonna turn into a dredge and prawn dredge, isn't it? Is there something that I could use the fact that he lost his ID against him for?
I'll kind of include this in the last one, just because it does kind of just expand upon it. He sees you as, like, a good kid who might be sticking his neck out for the wrong person. So I think you could potentially manipulate him.
Yeah, that's fair. It's just like, I was thinking of a threat, not like a physical threat, like I wasn't gonna fucking beat the shit out of him. I was going to try and reveal something about him. You know, like publicly, like, you know, come on, you know, I was nice to you that one time, you know, you don't want them to know what happened, right? But you know, losing his ID isn't as big of a thing as I'd be making it sound, you know?
Right.
Then again, he, by all accounts, he did kinda assault Richard, didn't he? And
He
Richard-
assaulted a lot of people, technically.
I think
Yeah!
I think an obvious thing to poke there is that you guys have no evidence of that. And also,
That's
like, it's
fair.
you guys are just some regular people, and this is clearly like, you know, this is equivalent of like a super cop who just waltzed into this area.
Well, I guess that's the most I can do right now, unless someone else has any ideas. We should just let this play out some more, maybe?
Someone throw me down. Oh my God.
Yeah, I think Martin is making a show of this, clearly. Lucian is very much like, listen, I don't know, I've got plenty of witnesses saying that that's not true. I don't think that this is gonna work out quite how you expect it to, Martin. Even if we do leave and we go back to headquarters and stuff like that, I think I'm, like, this is bullshit.
This is Martin losing his job in the end.
Hey Vincent,
Hi.
would you trust us to be able to prove your innocence if you revealed yourself right now?
Sure. How am I gonna reveal myself? There's people around. Someone gonna throw me down the hallway? Someone's just gonna throw this frog just down the hallway.
Oh my god, I didn't even think about that, but you know what? It's gonna be funny as fuck.
I'm gonna scrap at the floor.
So he shows up from somewhere else.
Yeah, yeah, you know what? He's a frog, you know, hopefully no one notices you. What if you just jump out of my pocket? I have no idea how we're doing this in here.
If you want to sneak out, that could just be like an elegant straw. If you just hop out of the pocket and get going.
Yeah, I'm
My
gonna
elegance
whisper down to my. I'm gonna walk away for a bit, whisper it down to my pocket, and be like, "Hey, Lucian needs help, and Charlie's clearly uncomfortable. Can you try and help out? I promise I'll make it up to you. You won't be arrested. I promise."
It's like, hell yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it's gonna be an elegant straw if you want to get away without anyone seeing you.
It's two.
Two, the Hermit and the Devil. The Hermit fits.
That's also a
Are these?
so
Hold
mute
on.
it from the deck.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I might as well. I might as well take the hermit.
Your actions isolate you. I think 100% you get your little froggy body over to the other side of the room. Everyone is very eye level. Everyone's kind of excited. I think you maybe miss a couple of feet from people who are like running around this room.
For real.
The staff and Martin is not letting anybody leave this room at the moment either.
But a frog.
But you kind of appear from basically next to a door. And are you gonna be human and just while no one's seeing you do this?
Yeah, I'll like transform and I'll walk in.
Okay. So you don't walk in because all the doors are locked, but you can appear next to a door like you did.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And that's how you're gonna play that off?
Sure. Yeah.
So, what do you say as you kind of like show up? Or do you not say anything? Are you just here?
He just walks up to the group. Hey guys.
Okay, as you
Motion.
walk across the room, you see Jane is going to turn.
I still have the knife on me too. Shit.
Yeah, Jane is gonna turn. And be like, oh, that's him!
Oh fuck.
Martin is gonna turn.
Martin knows
Is gonna
me
see you.
too.
And I think all of you guys are gonna see Martin. Again, he just gets like another like step closer to this edge where he's like pissed.
He's edgy.
And he's gonna just be like, no, you. Because he recognizes you, because
Yeah.
you were out of disguise that one time.
Yeah.
So you see, he is going to pull out a walkie-talkie.
Oh no, big man with a walkie-talkie.
He's going to say, what does he say? That would be an interesting way to phrase this. I think he reaches in. He pulls out a walkie-talkie. You see it is not the one he has kind of clipped to his lapel. And he just says, I'm gonna need some help. And he sort of starts to approach you. And Jane, again, is like going towards him. And he's like, that's, I think it's the guy. He's like, I don't know what happened or where he came from, but that's him. He's big. He's got the hair.
He's got the hair.
And Martin is going to... I think you also see the crowd here. A lot of people part away from you, clearly.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And a lot of the crowd is also looking at Lucian like, I mean, I guess so. Like, I don't know what the... Is this just like two separate things? So the crowd is clearly like confused.
Yeah.
You see John is also super confused at this point. He seems to be looking between Martin and Lucian. And Martin approaches you and he's like struggling. I think by the time Martin gets to you, you guys notice the power comes back on.
Oh.
If any, I think you're too busy, clearly.
Yeah.
Who sent a message to Redbone about
Sure.
it's time to go? Was that just Vincent?
Oh, was it me? Oh yeah, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure Vincent sent the message, but it wasn't Shepard with him.
Yeah. Okay. So your phone buzzes a couple times.
Oh fuck.
But then I think all of your guys' phones, and these are like burners that Redbone had given you, clearly. And they're like, I can't get in, what's happening? If any of you guys check your phone.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm checking my phone. I'm just like, oh, so this wasn't intentional. Okay.
Like,
Well, fuck.
So I wasn't sure this would happen, so I'm not quite sure what Martin's gonna do here.
Barton's angry.
I was ready for you to frog mode this whole time. I think Martin is visibly confused too.
Yeah,
Barton's like,
I'm
hold
gonna
the
look
fucking
back
phone.
at Shepard. You know, maybe they could corroborate something with Vincent to prove Vincent's innocence.
I'm trying to think here. John is completely dead silent at this point. He's completely clammed up. Martin is kind of looking between you and Lucian and Charlie and is like, I've got help coming. You're all gonna have to come in with me. So we can clear this out. I don't know who did what, but clearly there is a lot of stuff going on. And I think at this point you see the crowd is agitated. I think Lucian also at this point turns to you, Charlie, and is like, you know this isn't gonna end well. And I know you know why this isn't gonna end well. Should you just get your friends and leave?
Well, one of the friends is now occupied.
Listen, kid, it's enough. I've hurt your family and your grandma enough. If you can get your friends out of here, I think that's fine.
He just doesn't know what to say or do.
My little.
He's just... He ain't doing good.
Man, you didn't even play a card. Which card did he not play?
The other card was
You made him pull
The
the
devil.
Hangman. You made him pull the hangman. He didn't even draw.
it'd be like that.
God.
Can I ask everyone, what is everyone's like thoughts at the moment? I guess is what I'll ask.
Victoria and I are both brains fucking racing, trying to figure out how to salvage this situation.
Vincent has been promised that he will be not arrested, so he is now here, and he is like, he's probably just looking at like the rest of the crew, and is just like, okay, he's gonna save me from this problem. I've
That's why I
stopped.
was hoping Shepard would help me, because he was there with. As far as Victoria's
Yeah.
concerned, he was there with them for most of that time.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just been hard to get a word in.
That's fair.
Fair. Yeah, but I'll probably go up to Vincent and say, or probably more Martin to Vincent's defense and say, hey, I was up there. Nothing happened. We do not need to do anything at this moment. We just stand here and talk it out.
So the crowd also is, confused by this. There's a lot of stuff happening, and the crowd at this point is like, what the fuck? This doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nothing is making sense here. Martin is just like on a power trip. at
Yeah,
this point.
and that's exactly it. Because Martin is at this point starting to get very frustrated that no one seems to be listening to him.
He's a little pussy boy. No one fucking likes him.
I guess whoever is more thinking about it, can Shepard or Charlie give me an investigate?
For what?
Just this whole situation.
Does Martin like want Lucian's position? That's why.
I mean, we both got good gem, but
Yeah.
I think it both got 3.
No, he's got... No, Charlie's got 3. I got 2.
Charlie has
Yeah.
3.
Well, I thought you had 3. Damn. Okay.
No. Give me a phantom fight.
Okay.
I do think it
Give me a
is
phantom fight. We'll get to that point.
in character for Charlie to be doing this, just because
Yeah.
he's thinking about this.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the Moon, Justice, and Wheel of Fortune.
Oh God.
Isn't Wheel of Fortune resonant?
Wheel of Fortune is
Yeah,
a resonant
it's my
and a
resonant.
dissonant.
Oh shoot, okay.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
special card.
Oh, it's the Fool is a resonant. Okay.
Oh, but it's an investigate.
It's an investigate.
Well, yeah,
I
but
should've
you can
done it.
still
I
get
should've done it.
resonant on that, technically.
What funny push.
But push. But push.
I don't know what happens when you push and investigate. Do you just draw an additional card, or
I don't.
Oh, this
don't
is
even
an
know-
investigate. I forgot.
Wait,
Actually.
no, I was thinking of a completely different move. My bad. Also, fuck, Moon, god damn it, why you hate me like this?
is the Moon your dissonant?
The moon is just a negative.
The moon's just the worst.
Oh, it's just a negative.
It's just a very bad card.
I like the Moon too much for me to think it's a negative card. So is it negative, negative,
I know,
neutral?
Right?
It's
Yeah.
no, it's negative,
neutral,
neutral.
but
Oh, okay.
anyway. Okay.
At least someone's
something
paying attention.
unknown or unknowable interferes. Yeah, that's already happened, fucking
Yeah.
Martin.
Exactly.
Fuck this bitch.
Jane's gonna run up and stab Vincent.
Okay.
I was expecting Martin to like come up and like just like shake Vincent.
Yeah.
Just start like shaking him. What the fuck are you here for?
Why are you here?
I think justice would be useful for something, but it just matters what question.
Yeah.
What's yours?
What do I burn the
Question.
moon on?
Who's in control here?
Well,
Not Martin. Martin's struggling.
This is the least disruptive for the man.
No one's fucking listening to him.
Crap.
Oh.
you know, use your best card first, and then figure out the rest from there.
Best cards.
Well, yeah, but the reason why I said justice was, you know, justice is the situation becomes more fair. While yes, that can usually mean more fair in either direction, in this situation, we're kind of fucked. I don't really know which direction would be more fair, so I'd assume they would give it to us.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was thinking of doing for justice anyway, who's in control.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, who's in control here? I think I'm trying to think of how to do this. Who's in control here? The answer I'll say right away is Martin. Who's in control here. On a neutral card, you guys are gonna see Martin. He's just gonna. Okay, I have to make a call. He's gonna turn to the staff and he's gonna say, just make sure everyone stays here. He's going to go to essentially kind of the opposite corner of the room. He is going to. I think. What is the weird. It's gonna be weird. I know this is gonna sound weird. He is going to go into a janitor closet.
He's gonna fucking.
He's gonna close the door.
At least.
I mean, I guess that's a quiet place to do a call.
After a moment, you are going to see Jane kind of turn, and she's gonna say, "No, you know what? No, it has to be the guy over there. He was not that tall." And then a moment later, Martin is going to walk out of the closet, and Jane is gonna sort of like collect herself. And Vincent, you're like right there. You recognize that as what happened upstairs.
I guess, I want to make eye contact with Victoria specifically and just go, that right there. That's what happened before.
Martin approaches and he says, "Okay, I've got backup coming. The crowd is also at this point like even more confused because they're like, that is not what she just said. What the fuck?"
Did he walk close enough to me for me to like whisper a little bit to him?
I think you could.
Can I just like whisper to him, what did you really do in that closet?
He does not respond to you.
We still have 2 more cards.
Yes.
Anyone else can do anything?
Yes.
Oh man.
Wheel of Fortune is just up to the GM, so
Yeah.
What a fucking bitch.
Okay.
I think there's an obvious card here for an answer. We need the GM to tell us what to do, so
What were you thinking? 'Cause I had an idea too.
oh, what was your idea then?
Burn Wheel of Fortune on weaknesses.
That's what
That's
I was
exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Well,
I
nice
was
to
just
see
thinking
we're all
that.
on the same page.
nice. It's the only one that is specifically asking the GM, okay, what is something we can do here?
So I need to do something similar here where I give you the flat answer and then I'll expand on it. The weakness you can exploit here is that Martin is kind of appealing to the crowd to make this happen, in that, like, he can really only get away with this if everyone here believes him, and if no one here believes him, then that's not gonna happen. If he can't just, like, fully in front of all these people be like, he did it, everyone's gonna be like, what are you, dumb? No, there's no evidence for that. You know what I mean?
I have 4 glam functionally with Dazzle.
Yes. So
Thank you.
the crux here is he can't do this in a way that makes him look bad in front of all of these people.
He literally just did that, making his
And I'll
girl-
also say, as part of the Wheel of Fortune, I'm going to say there are several people in the crowd who go, oh, my phone's back. And they're going to immediately start recording shit. Because they're like, this
Hell
is
yeah.
wild. They're like, look at this fuck. You see your people who are, they're shooting messages.
Yeah, I mean,
they're
you can
recording
still-
this guy.
You can still video record without having to.
They're doing,
Absolutely, what people would always do.
yeah, they're doing Instagram Live. Instagram
but
Live.
no one has just like pushed the record button on their fucking camera feature.
I think people have been just like real scared, especially with the power out. Once the power's back on and people are realizing they can send messages, they're like, oh, duh. You know what I mean? It's that kind of thing.
They're instantly going to Truth Social. That's the only real world thing that stays.
Yeah, the Disney app. They're uploading. They're posting about all kinds of stuff now, and I think you see Martin notices this and is also. He calmed down a little bit after going to that closet, but now that people are starting to record this, and you see there's even a couple people in the crowd who are vocal about being like, that doesn't make any sense. That's not what she said earlier.
Yeah, why would she like literally point out Vincent and then just be like, no, it's not that tall. Oh.
Okay. So the last one's the moon. Just blow it on a question. Doesn't matter.
Yes. Okay. Moon on. You know, I thought of a pretty funny moon earlier. Moon on what's hidden here.
Moon on what's.
Literally in sync.
My God.
What is? Oh my God! What is the funny thing to do? I have a really funny thing to do here, but it's not really a negative. Is my issue, but it would be so funny to bring this out here.
Bro, fun?
You see. Ooh. You see John kind of stands up, and he's been away from Martin for a little bit, so he's panicking, and he's gonna say, I've got a recording too. I my glasses, they're cameras.
Oh my God, he's gonna out himself.
And he is going to pull out his own. No, his own phone was messed up from the water. But you see, he's gonna pull out like an SD card from like a slot in his glasses.
Man had a Google Glass. I thought they died.
Has none of the staff come back with the fucking knife that was just like laying on the ground outside?
Ooh.
That as well. Do they not have fingerprint scanners here too to show who's been holding this fucking
I'm
knife?
trying to think of. You'd be too busy to know anything about anybody who left. That's what I'm gonna
Say
say.
that as if having fingerprint scanners is common.
I mean, we just have a machine that scans a card and gets all of its information. The
We
fuck
were
they can't
gotten
just...
that from a special means.
Well, here's what I say, because I think you guys would notice this too. The person who left to get help has not come back yet.
They got
Did
fucked
I
up.
miss anything?
They're dead.
Welcome back.
Hey.
Well, we were just talking about how we're gonna move forward from this. We
Okay.
weren't actually doing the game while you were gone.
Okay.
Yeah, this guy is going to pull this SD card out. He's going to present it to Martin. Martin is going to look at it. I think he does not really show anybody.
Can Vincent, like, speak up and just be like, put it on the big screen. Let everyone see what really happened.
Yeah, I want to make that like an intimidate, because that'd be funny, but...
What do I do in intimidate?
Or threaten. But I don't think it's how I'm trying to think. I think...
Threaten, the mechanical thing with threaten is you actually have to not only what you're doing there is okay. Sorry.
No, you're right.
What
It's funny
Dr.
though.
Vincent is doing is trying to tell them to do it. That sounds like a dazzle to me if they actually want to go on ahead with it.
Well,
Funny
that sounds
thing
like a friend
was-
to me, but maybe also a dazzle.
Yeah, the funny thing was, I was planning on doing my own dazzle. So if we can get that on a screen somewhere to see it and have proof, I can use that against Martin.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely gonna be helping. Wait, it doesn't work like that anymore. Fuck it.
I mean, Victoria, at this point, you've been angling it for like a while now, so I'll just fully throw this. Let's make a glam.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, him.
Victoria.
Oh.
Because I think at this point, you've gathered so much information here that you could make a really solid argument here to the people.
Alright. Or remember, if this is this gonna be a dazzle or challenge fake glam?
This is going to be a dazzle, but you're dazzling
Okay.
the crowd.
Yeah, so that'd be 4 cards, and so Victoria's gonna look around, be like, "Did anyone just notice what just happened there?" I mean, like, he walks. He's clearly wanting Lucian gone for some reason. We don't know why, but he stomps on in here, starts going raving mad for no reason, and then he goes into a back room, and suddenly this lady changes her mind. She nearly got assaulted, quote unquote, by my friend, and suddenly she changes her mind. It's not him anymore. It was a guy that was outside the entire time. We saw where he was when she started screaming. And while that's going on, turns out these people have weird tech. What's this shit? The guy has an SD card in his glasses? That's not a normal guy. It's a freaking sting operation, isn't it? They want to get rid of him. This is all just to go against Lucian. You believe this crap?
Hell yeah.
The conspiracy.
Okay, so that's 4. It's the Fool, the Sun, Temperance,
Oh no.
and the Magician.
Get Temperance out
The
of here.
magician's good.
It's temperance.
Temperance
is my
is dissonant.
Hey guys, I think we should go with that.
Oh yeah.
Man, I wonder. Man, I miss those forced descendants. Why don't we just get?
A forced. Imagine during the scene you just start melting.
Oh no.
I am almost tempted. I want to so badly.
Oh right.
But I'm gonna go with the sun because we need something
Wait,
to
no.
celebrate.
Wait.
What?
Achieve an impossible success as magician.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want to save the best cards for later.
Oh, fair enough.
Do you really want me to use magician right now?
I mean, I was just suggesting that you have a point.
Well, the Sun is also you're given cause to celebrate.
So they're both equally as good.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I think the situation would be fine either way.
The book describes the magician as the best card, but they also describes the world as the most positive card. So there's 2 best cards. I'm pushing magician for later.
Okay.
So you're doing the Sun?
Yeah. We need something to celebrate.
Yeah, you see the whole crowd at this is very much on your side. There's about half these people here are residents of Epcot, and they're kind of like about this whole thing because they're here. But the other half are just like rich people who do not like being told what to think or do. So they're 100% just like, no, absolutely not. You see someone yells in the back, call your supervisor, what is this?
Damn!
As someone says that, Lucian is going to say, oh shit, and he is going to pull out his phone, and he's going to make a call. I don't think you guys see this, but I think, Charlie, you hear this. He's gonna say, after, you know, rings for a moment, is to say, hey, Carly, listen, I don't know what, red class stuff is happening. You need to get down here. Over. Oh, okay, you're on your way? Okay. And you see, basically before he even hangs up, someone walks in. I'm gonna see if I can find the pit crew I made for them. I should have done this. I don't know why I didn't do this a moment ago. What the fuck was I doing? Are they here? Copy. Put them in NPCs for now. You guys know their name. Jason. Kind of like she appears a thing, darker skin, bigger woman. She's not wearing that outfit. She is wearing kind of the generic kind of secretary outfit, pencil skirt, glasses, all that. She kind of storms into this room, high heels clicking. Very not happy. You see, she kind of storms in here and just kind of looks at all the people, turns to the staff and just says, everybody out except for these guys. And she points to all of you and Jane and John and Martin. People are confused, kind of, a lot of them are relieved, like, thank God I can go back to my vacation. They're gone to their rooms. Carly pulls all of you guys into kind of a what's the word for it? Conference room. Martin looks kind of visibly frustrated at this, but you see he kind of clams up here, which is not very common for Martin. Pulls all of you guys into a conference room. Just pull everyone? Yeah, pulls everyone. Kind of pull Martin and Lucian even farther aside into the corner of this room, and you see there's kind of just some hush whispering here. You see John and Jane are kind of like off to the side away from you guys. Both of them look very nervously at you, your group, I should say. I don't know what you guys are doing in this room in this moment.
I'm talking to Vincent saying, okay, they're gonna ask where we were. So let's just say we were up in the room getting some food service.
Vincent's just like, sure. I think Vincent Foley is just like, I would rather that have been the case than what I had to go through.
I want to check in with Charlie again here. Is Charlie more relieved now that this is happening, or is Charlie even more on edge?
He's relieved that, well, Martin seems to be under control at the very least. He was an ass trying to just assassinate his father's job, basically. Or just straight up, maybe. I don't know. But this seems better, at least for now.
Yeah.
Victoria's staying close to Charlie regardless, just in case this gets again.
I'm trying to think here of what exactly happens. They separate a bit. I think Carly kind of makes sure to separate Lucian and Martin here, and is going to kind of half storm out of the room, and she's like, I will be right back. I gotta do some fucking damage control. And she's going to leave the room. At this point, Lucian is going to turn to Martin and is gonna... What exactly is he gonna say? I should have thought I said that. He's gonna say, I know what you were fucking aiming for. You weren't gonna just, like, get my job. And Martin is sort of just sullenly, you know, got his arms crossed, pretending to be big and tough, and is sort of just like keeping it silent.
He's like a kid throwing a fit because he didn't get away with what he wanted to do.
No talk, me Angie.
Lucian, I think, continues to walk away and is going to pull you guys aside, but mostly Charlie. I think he's going to put his arm on your shoulder, basically. His hand on your shoulder, that's the word. He's not doing buddy-buddy quite. And he's gonna be like, this is... we got out of the room with the people, which is good. This is still not a great situation. Just try to keep your head down. Seems like he knows your friend, which is, I mean, I don't know where he came from, but that's not a good sign. And I mean, unless you guys do something, I think a good 10 minutes goes by where it's just like dead silent and awkward in here.
I think probably at some point Vincent has like thrown a glare at Jane. It is just like
She
bitch.
flinches visibly, I should say.
I think like after that he turns his attention to Martin and just like throws a glare at him. Like Vincent's just like mad about what's happened, and now that he knows Martin fucking did it, now he's even more mad.
I think Martin is looking. I think this is like a big thing. I think there's like a good like bay window that looks out to the beach area, and I think he's just staring out the window here. I think he checks his watch a couple of times.
I'm gonna punch it. He's got a punchable face, and I'm not even sitting there in the room in this fictional scenario.
I think what is like an interesting I can have Martin do here. I think a couple minutes goes by. Carly does not come back. Martin is going to decide something. He is going to pull out that walkie-talkie again, and he's going to say, into the walkie-talkie, let's try this again. And the power is going to go out again.
God damn it.
Jesus.
The only light coming from this room is from the bay window. You guys...
And the fireflies.
The fireflies, true. Oh yeah, nobody's talking about that, so... I keep forgetting.
It's not a center point anymore.
And then I think Martin is just gonna go. I think Martin is cornered and he's upset about a lot of things. I think Martin is gonna go for it. You see, Martin is gonna summon his Eidolon Toxic. We might want to change this to a battle thing real quick.
What a fucking little bitch! Oh my god!
That's it.
But, okay. Stinking bastard.
That's the song. Okay.
Yes, the Britney Spears song.
Question: do we have our phones?
Yeah, you got your phones.
Huh. I'm gonna look to Shepard and tell him start recording.
Absolutely.
Is that the wrong button? Where did I put? Repeat key. There we go. You see Jane and John's eyes kind of go glazed over and they go slack, and then they kind of transition a little bit, and you see that they're kind of like how they were holding their body and stuff like that matches Martin's, just like 1-to-1. And you see Martin is going to basically start. He's gonna start. What is he gonna do exactly? I think he is going to sprint at Lucian. Lucian gets ready to deal with him, but you guys see Jane and John just start sprinting.
And I wrap them up with my ink. Someone else can handle Martin.
Yeah,
I get how it works now. Toxic manipulation.
Yeah, I was thinking that, like, as soon as he went over to the closet, he must have used toxic on Jane and
Yeah.
say shit, I guess.
He's touched her in the last 24 hours, guys.
So, do you guys want me to explain what he does? Or do you want to still try and figure it out a little more?
I feel like figuring it out would be more fun because we had an assumption of what it did, and clearly that was wrong. I thought it was some other guy, not.
Yeah, I thought it was some other guy too.
Yeah, I did it for a bit as well.
Unless this is like he takes the Eidolons. So he also have didn't he have that like little like broken glass doll thing?
Yeah, you see him physically summon Toxic, so you do see his Eidolon.
Physical Eidolon. Can I request that someone go after him? Because I think Vincent's, instead of targeting Martin, is going to go after his Eidolon.
I mean, if Lucian is going after, Martin's going after Lucian, then Charlie's definitely raring to defend him.
So,
So it seems like we all have our job. Shepard's recording the fight.
He's our cameraman.
World Star.
World Star.
I got a little something that I went over with Nate like a while ago and I haven't used it yet.
Oh?
I got my dollar store camera. Oh.
So can I try and do my little like what did I call it? The luminescence like ranger thing?
100%. I would like to resolve. Julie had brought up something they wanted Victoria to do. We can start there.
Okay. Yeah.
And then we'll jump over to you. I want to say also, what Victoria you notice is that these people, they're like matching his movements 100%, but because of the way they were angled in their position, they're kind of just running into nothing, and they seem more of a danger to themselves than anyone else. So you can 100% do this. Do you think this would be a bombard or a challenge fate biz?
Bombard means I'm just shooting at them, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm trying to simply manipulate my ink to wrap around them. That's a pretty weird thing for ink to do, so I'd say biz probably.
Okay. And that's 3 for you?
Yeah.
It's the Chariot,
Oh, boy.
Judgment, and the Empress.
Chariot is my resident.
What is...
Chariot is neutral, but it's just you see your own limits. The
Judgment is your past mistakes come up to you, and the Empress is you create something.
I was about to say, this sounds like an Empress moment, because I am creating something.
I think you're gonna create an opening here. Yeah, you 100%. That's a neutral, so I think it's the next time you make a move, you draw one less. No, it's a face. It's challenge fate. Never mind.
Yeah.
So it's regular. I think you're gonna create an opportunity here in that these people are still. They're not hurting themselves. They're still. You can feel that they're trying to mimic Martin's movements here. And I think with you, can you describe like how you're doing? Like, are you doing just like thin bands, or are you doing like covering them in ink?
I was doing thick bands technically, but yeah, that's what I was imagining.
I think as you do this, sort of, it takes you a moment, and how you see because I imagine that you can like feel through this ink too. As this ink wraps around something that is there. And you can feel that there is like an external thing that is like on their body in this moment.
Ew, he's covered them in his stain.
That's not like. I'm trying to think here.
His toxicity.
Like protruding, I guess might be like. Do you know how like your crystals are sticking out of your body? It's something like that. You don't think it's crystals, but. Gold star.
Alright then, I'll keep that in mind.
And then Shepard, were you going to focus on doing this to Martin or?
Martin, yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to think of how.
Probably be a bombard.
Yeah, we'll call that a bombard.
Yeah. So, Gambler's Fate, give me that 1.
It's death.
Oh,
That's a resonant.
oh, that's great.
I believe.
It's neutral.
See, that is like so like. Death sounds like the worst card you could get,
Where it's actually neutral.
but it's a neutral.
It's
Yeah,
kind of how.
Death is more about change than it is about like actually, suffering and dying.
Yeah, the actual tarot represents like the cycle of life and rebirth and such.
So it says just ignore the forecast and pretty much neutral is glance like blow and draw one on this card next time you make a move.
Shepherd draw.
You could potentially get a positive on the next draw.
Yeah.
There we go. I wrote that down.
But,
Okay,
you know,
alright.
I'll take that death.
Oh, you will? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess describe how you do this.
I probably, like, a firefly comes in my hand, I just, like, match it up a little bit. I don't know how to describe it as other than that. I just, like, pull my fist back and just, like, open the palm, and it's, like, so much. I don't know how to, like, describe it other than it's, like, just throwing, like, a bunch of glowing, like, liquid at someone.
Okay. Yeah, you splash him essentially in the face with this stuff. And you see he's going to stumble back a moment. He was going to lunge at Lucian. You see the people you've got bound up, Victoria, also react. Like I said, they're mimicking and mirroring his body movements 100%. And so you see they react and they yell out in surprise at the same time. And I think at this point, Lucian is going to kind of angle himself so essentially Martin is trapped between him and you, Charlie.
Oh, wait, like a pincer thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, would you like to do something here? Or?
Oh, I didn't know you were asking.
Yeah, so I was.
Hey, sorry.
You're good.
Well,
He was
all
giving
right,
you an
then.
opening and expecting you to react to it.
Yeah. So, in that case, Charlie will indeed pull up a scrappy doodle.
Hell yeah.
And you know what? I got it. Why not? We're doing bloody knuckles on this one.
Sweet. I need to pull up that list.
Scrap viciously with no regard for your own safety. If you play a neutral or positive card, choose one of the following consequences in addition to the card's forecast. You create an opportunity to your allies, you impress, surprise, or intimidate your target, or you take control of the situation.
The cards are the High Priestess, Strength, and the Hangman.
Oh, there's a rather fitting one here, ain't it? Yeah, let's take strength. And I'm taking control of this situation.
So I think Charlie knows enough about Martin and his deal to kind of know not to just hit him, otherwise you're going to hurt the other two people here. So imagining you're getting him in like some kind of headlock or something, or like you'd make like Lancelot just appear behind him and it's just poof, over the arms, you know?
Yeah.
And I think you've got him backed into a corner here. Martin is clearly struggling. I think at this point, Lucian rushes him, is going to grab Martin on the arm, and Martin is going to turn pure silver. And you see at this point, Lucian's like, okay, it's fine. I got this. If I can hold him for a couple seconds, he'll be dead and nothing will happen. You guys, yeah, you guys say that, you turn, you also see these other two people, they don't turn silver, but they do, like, completely freeze in place. And you see...
Can Vincent immediately speak up? He's just like, you will kill the other two people in the room if you let him die.
I mean, Lucian does not
Probably doesn't care.
Yeah, Lucian sort of has this look on his face where he's like, well, that sucks, but he's not.
He's jaded, pretty much.
That's a good. He's definitely like not happy about it. It is not psyched, but he's very much in sort of a like. I mean, this guy's trying to kill us, so. I guess Charlie, do you do anything here? Oh.
Sorry.
What were you saying, Victoria?
I was going to ask if anyone actually was recording.
No, I was. I was just like holding the camera with one hand and then the other.
Okay,
Like the
thank
splash. Yeah.
I'm going to call out the Lucian. Hey, well, we don't want to kill the guy. Let's just talk to him. I'm pretty sure we can convince him to stop having a little shit fit, okay?
Killing anyone is not going to help the situation, Luke.
He looked conflicted when Victoria spoke up, but I think as soon as you say something, Charlie, he lets go of Martin here. I think, Victoria, you notice that these people start to struggle much less. They start to kind of just like, they're like, oh fuck. You see Martin fully throws up here.
Oh.
You see he is shivering. You see he's gotten blue lips at this point. He is very much looking rough.
Good. He deserves it.
Is that like this? I forget what it's called, but like the Star Wars when Han Solo got like carbonite. Is that carbonite?
I think anybody standing near him, like Charlie, you are holding him with Lancelot. You notice he like got like physically colder. Like it is cold to stand. Like it's like standing next to an ice cube. He is freezing right now.
I'm gonna keep my word. I'm gonna walk up to him and kneel down. Be like, did you get what you wanted?
Go. This is fucking ridiculous.
Alright, Martin. I need you to understand this right now. We have this entire fight recorded. And we can send this to... We're gonna send this out, we can send it to important people. I need you to know... Yeah, we can hand it to Carly. Show her what was happening in this room. Do you want that to happen, or do you want to sit down like the nice little man you are?
He is very sullenly, I think... Is anybody still restraining him, or does anybody not want to touch him?
I mean, is his Eidolon still going? Does he still have his Eidolon out?
yeah,
I assume not, because he's been fucked up.
Yeah, he's stopped using his Eidolon for the moment.
Good, okay.
Lancelot is definitely there, if not physically restraining him, then just keeping a very close eye on him.
Gives him some space to throw up.
He's a knight. He's had worse barf on him.
Martin is, like, he is fucked up. I don't know if I don't want to make you guys make a check for this. He is almost like suffering from hypothermia at this point.
Yeah.
It is wild. I think he is going to kind of shakily reach into his coat he's going to pull out that same kind of walkie-talkie he's been using.
Can Vincent walk up to him and, like, snatch it from his hand?
If you...
I don't think he is going to be doing anything bad with that walkie-talkie, to be fair.
Do you want to...
He wants us to reveal it.
Okay, so I've been imagining you on a different part of the room. Mm-hmm. If you want to get to him before he does anything with it, I think that's going to be another elegance draw.
Pop the table.
Yeah.
No, we'll leave it. We'll see how it goes, I guess.
By the way, I was aiming for a threaten. I am genuinely intending on revealing that if he does not do good by us. I got a feeling by the fact you didn't make me pull for it, he's probably going to do good by us.
No, you're right. I'll let you do a threaten there. I should have let you do that. Because I had this very specific plan for him.
Oh, okay.
So that's, draw POW. What's your POW?
Oh god, oh fuck.
1.
Intimidate is...
You've got some tie things you could do, though, can't you?
Hi.
But we're still unsure about how that shit works. Okay, so let's make that rolling right now. Is this once per uptime or once effort?
Once per uptime sounds good.
Let's do once per uptime, because I'm curious to see how balanced that is. I'm down to do once per uptime.
Because I have a level 3 tie with Vincent. I could use their POW.
So it'd be POW 3.
Yep.
That's the tower. Thank God you did.
God.
Fuck.
The star and the world.
Oh my god.
What a spread.
God.
What an absolute.
Negative and 2 positive.
The duality of gods.
Holy.
Okay. I think I'll take the world for this, because a new direction doesn't really make sense here. Like, I don't really see how what you would do with that.
So you're basically threatening him to like stand down essentially, right?
Yeah, basically, I'm telling him to stop fighting, sit down in your little chair, and pout.
Be a good little boy.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think Martin is barely standing. I think John and Jane are both essentially collapsed. They're just completely out of it. I don't think you got to worry about them. I think he sees this. He sees kind of a moment where he's essentially, from like his perspective, it's like he could like, you guys could kill him and he could take out those two with him, or he could just surrender. So he is definitely gonna surrender here. I think he's like, fuck. Okay. God damn. I think after a moment, Carly, you hear just like a, just kind of shuffle at the handle, just a heavy knock. And then you see just Carly just kind of shunts the door down.
Oh my god.
It's a big double
Carly.
door. She just sort of opens it up. And you see,
Was the door locked?
I was going to, it never came up because I thought you guys might go for it, but it's got like a digital pad on there and you can't open it without the power, was what I was going to say.
Dude.
Carly's a badass.
Yeah, Carly kind of buffs in here and she is just like, I was gone for 10 fucking minutes. What is this? Do you know what kind of reports I gotta report, Lucian. Lucian is going to be just like, Martin, as far as I can tell, was using his Eidolon to try and angle for my job. I don't know why. I don't even want my fucking job. He seems to want it.
I feel that.
And you took him down yourself? I think... Okay, I wanted to see people's reactions.
I guess I'll speak up. Unless someone else wants to.
I mean,
I
I'll let you say something first.
What?
I'll let you say something first.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna point to Martin, as insultingly as possible, just like, here you go, he's not down at all. Just wave my hand over to him as if showing him off. He's still okay.
Okay. I'm going to make my job easier and just go with the obvious kind of situation that Lucian took him down by himself. He looks freezing cold, so I assume that's the case. I was gonna say I'll be right back, but I don't trust you guys not to start something.
If he wants to start something, well, you know what, that's fair. Sorry.
I
That does sound reasonable.
I think after a moment, the power comes back on, and then Carly kind of just like she steps aside. She's still in the room, and is making some calls. And then, unless you guys want to do anything specific, I'm going to jump forward a couple hours, essentially.
Ow, goddamn.
It takes a while for people to get in here.
I was about to say, why the fuck hours? Epcot isn't that big.
It's mostly dealing with the people, and a lot of it is just like confiscating cell phones and pictures. It's more that like they're not letting anybody leave. You see some more community people show up. Martin, I think, doesn't out you, Vincent. I think Martin at this point is kind of dead silent. He's sort of just like, if I'm not getting my way, no one's getting. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think at some point Vincent's probably just like smirked at him out of like between the commotion.
I think some medical people take John and Jane away at some point, and then you see eventually Carly kind of pulls Lucian aside, just sort of just has a private conversation with him. Unless anybody wants to listen in specifically, I'm not going to reveal the contents of which. But after a while, it's starting to get kind of not quite the sundown, but it's like it's summer, so the sun is definitely still out. But it has been a couple hours. It's like 4 or 5. Sun's getting a little bit low. I think Lucian pulls you aside, Charlie. You guys are out at the beach. Everyone's left because they've been like, "This sucks. We're gone." And he's just sort of walking on the beach with you.
Sorry.
Okay. I need to check this recording. It should be fine. I don't know how much room this is gonna take up.
It should.
It's not gonna take the whole 100.
No, yeah, no, but like, did you check what the resolution is?
No.
If you turned all the recording settings down, it should take up less space.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can do that while it's still going, but
No, because it'd probably be something that you would do beforehand.
I could always pause this here, see how big it is, and then do like a separate recording.
yeah, I guess you could.
Yeah, because yeah.
Accessibility, hotkeys. I've had this downloaded, but I was using it to play Magic over Discord easier, essentially.
Fair enough.
I think it'll be fine. Like I said, I've got like 100 gigs or so. Worst case scenario, the next time I make it less.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Hey. I'll leave the music going. I think Lucian
Alright.
is essentially walking with you on the beach here, and he is looking tired. You know, he's like, oh, I'm real sorry about that kid. You're good, right? You and none of your friends are hurt?
Yeah, we're fine.
All right. Well, I mean, glad to see you. Tell your grandma I said hi. I'll stop by sometime. This is... I can't tell you too much, kid. I think as he says this, he's going to reach into his pocket, and he's going to pull out the watch that I mentioned, and the scrap of fabric, and he's going to kind of just press them into your hands. And he's going to say, these are your parents. I kind of just... I wanted to keep them safe, but now that you're following in our footsteps, so to speak, I think they're perfectly safe with you. And as you kind of examine, the watch seems to be like a regular watch. It is, you know, like I said, it's got the engraving. You recognize it as one your father wore all the time. The fabric, I'll repeat, was one that like a month or two kind of before your mother disappeared, she was wearing like all the time as just like some kind of accessory, whether it was in her hair or like a bow or something. You sort of grasp this fabric, and for you, this is going to happen very quickly. You recognize that this fabric just like is an Eidolon.
Oh shit.
And what this does, this fabric is like incredibly durable, and you just like all this kind of just like appears in your head. You would know that the name of it is Joan of Arc, and it is a piece of fabric that you can control like the size and shape of. And when I say fabric, it's like really durable. Like I said, it's made out of some kind of like metal. It feels like.
I imagine the default size is like bandana sized.
That's what it was a lot of the time. I'll just be like blunt about the inspiration for this. It's like a banner, like a banneret. You know, one of those big things you'd have on the pole.
Yeah.
I think I recognize that. Yeah, I know what these are.
Yeah.
That's huh.
Let me see if I can pull up, or if you want to like throw a picture in one of the chats.
Yeah.
My immediate thought upon hearing that it's an Eidolon is that it's putting us to use this somehow, because I did not know that we'd be allowed to be using NPC Eidolons like that. It's clearly a quote-unquote virtuoso Eidolon, I guess. Because it's a physical thing.
It hasn't come up, but it's like the maniac knife that Shepard has. You guys can definitely use it. There's going to be restrictions and stuff on it. Like it won't be as effective as the original user, but
So here's a question, and I'm not sure if this is technically a game question for you as the GM, and not a Epcot question for you as the writer.
Mhm.
Given what is said in the book, you know, like Conductor, their Eidolon doesn't disappear after they die. In fact, one of their things is after they die, a space around their Eidolon is just, you know, it just becomes a thing. Well, isn't it a thing that virtuoso Eidolons after people die can still work, or like they still exist, kind of?
yes, that's fully what I'm pulling from here.
So, but we don't know if she's dead. We just know she's gone somewhere. Did she just lose her Eidolon at some point?
I think
Somehow?
I
At that point, that's more of a writer question. I'm sorry.
I get not to take the wind out of your sails, but I was going to reveal some of this stuff.
That's fair. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. It's a valid question and everything. But yeah, like this, I think the whole like leaving like a physical Eidolon behind is very cool. So I want it to happen a couple times. I'm going to like balance it so that, you know, essentially we'll do like once or twice per like session, just like the knife. You know what I mean? Like when I mentioned the gun way earlier, the idea was that you had one bullet with that a session. And I think it's
Alright,
similar to that.
Yeah, like fake little gun too.
Yes. Solution is gonna like kind of shakily hand these to you.
Thank you.
Now, like I'm the reason your mom and dad are gone, kid. I had a moment. I can't say a lot. I'm trying to think of what I can say to get around my job. I had a moment where I had to take this job, and it was before kind of me and your mom and dad had kind of figured out everything that was going on. And shortly after, part of my job involved dealing with them. And it's haunted me ever since.
Let me see. So I presume there. Yeah. Oh, he sort of implies dead, but he doesn't want to say it.
I was really hoping you might just be able to live just a regular life here without doing too much. But I mean, the blame isn't me. Your dad had a real interesting Eidolon. That's still kicking. Kind of like your mom's.
Father's right on.
He kind of just knew where bad people were. And it seems that now it's still kind of kicking around in the city. And it's bringing good people to fight the bad people. And for better or worse, you're good people.
The kitty is trying to knock the cart down. Nate.
The kitty saw the world and got excited.
She was she was sleeping on the shelf, and she just woke up. Oh, baby.
Lucian kind of stops here. You guys are a good chunk away into the beach. The water is like sparkling. It's not quite sunset, but it's getting to that like orange part of the day here. It's reflecting off the water. And Lucian is gonna turn to you and is gonna say, I can't hide anything from I've got to do what my superiors say. And if any of my superiors happen to ask questions about you and your friends, there's not much I can do.
I see.
I think you can do what we didn't get a chance to do. And as he says that, there is a gunshot.
What?
You are going to... I think you see, just like a flash, Lucian has kind of this jerk reaction. And he's going to grab you on the shoulder. And then you're going to seem to, like, jump forward. And you see he is... How mean do I want to be here, I guess?
Oh my god!
Sounds like you're already being pretty mean. So
Are we gonna get the like Spider-Man, like Spider-Verse, like that uncle scene?
That's just Spider-Man in general.
You see he is lying here injured. He has a gunshot. You feel that woozy kind of sensation again.
Man.
I'd say advance your damage check, but we're right here at the end, so I don't think it's gonna come up.
I'll still do it.
I guess, what do you do here in this moment?
Well, so Lucian just pushed me after the sound of a gunshot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess... I don't know. Frazzled. So I suppose Charlie would just turn around and see how he's doing.
Yeah, he's not dead. He's got, like, a gut shot here. I think if you look away, you can see someone storming off in the distance. They have got, like, a rifle over their shoulder. And they're just booking it. And you see...
Very fucking good music for this. Charlie's going after him.
Charlie's going after him?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Wait, where's the rest of us, by the way?
Send a text to Vincent, he'll fly over.
They've gotten pretty far away from the hotel itself. Will you... Ma'am? Ma'am.
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 This is with the arc to see how pure Charlie is, I see.
I think you guys are at the hotel. He's kind of just like halfway between the north and south side, I think I mentioned. You guys definitely heard the gunshot. It's not that big of a place.
Can... Oh, he's gonna...
Are we like in the hotel room or just like, or wherever, I guess?
You can say where. I'm gonna kind of push that you guys are in the hotel waiting for Charlie to get back, but you can be wherever you want in the hotel.
Okay. Can Vincent like turn into a bird and like fly in the direction of the shot?
Yeah. I think you see the scene. I think you see Charlie sprinting towards this person.
Oh yeah, Victoria's now running.
I guess, are you going for Lucian on the ground, or are you going for this person? And you're gonna let Charlie handle it.
I'm going with Charlie.
Shit, I don't know. What does Vincent want to do here? I guess Vincent will go for Lucian and will like pick him up and like bring him back to the hotel.
Okay.
How big of a fucking bird are you?
Well, no, I think he's going to land and like
Yeah, you can
transform.
rehuman or something.
Yeah. Rehuman.
Okay. So, I'll
Return to monk.
I'm gonna say you can just get working on that. Charlie, you're booking it for this person. I think you're definitely faster than this person. You get closer. You see black hair, they have this rifle. I think they kind of peek over their shoulder. The rifle is going to shrink and change size. And you see they're going to basically turn around with a shotgun and take a shot at you. Go ahead and advance your damage check again. But you're right up on them, basically. And I don't know if you'd recognize this person.
Can I before I forget? We had the moon earlier. Did we make sure that we ticked for experience for getting a negative?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. We didn't do that.
Before I forget.
Ouch!
She is a menace right now.
Julie mind marking.
She's like.
I know, I'm sorry.
I think eventually I might try to also make my separate thing in one of these chats, just so we have, like, what's the word for it? Cross-referencing?
Alright.
Dude, she is like, I have awoken and you must pay attention to me.
She was up on, like, one of my shelves
For like the last 2 hours.
this whole
There it
time.
is again.
Girly. Hey, girly. You wanna sit
And
down?
you get like those like
Chill
smooth
out?
borders that block off the sides of the desk.
Kitty wants attention, apparently.
She's
Poor
so
baby.
cool.
So she doesn't get it all day.
Yeah, but this guy gets kind of a glancing shot on you. Oh, you're at Desperate?
Yeah, I'm not desperate.
Okay. Well, that's perfect for this, frankly. Yeah, you see, skinny guy. He is visibly frustrated at this. He didn't think you'd chase after him. You've got him right where you want him, basically.
Is he still running?
I think he stopped at this point. He's
Okay, fair.
going for fight mode at this point.
Yeah, in that case, Charlie's gonna attempt to freaking. Now this man shot his uncle. He's getting the sword.
So that's the Lovers, the Devil, and the Magician.
Ooh, fun cards. Fuck.
You get what you want at a price you can't afford.
The Magician is just a positive.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you also don't get XP for it.
Yeah, and then
This is a scrap. If he plays a negative, he's gonna take damage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's, as fun
Yeah.
as the card is, Julie, my next damage track is defeated.
Oh, right.
Can't really afford that.
I'm sorry.
you can gamble.
I mean, to be fair, if you did have like a death scene here, that'd be really cool. We could do a couple things there.
No,
But
no,
he's
just
not a
go
he's
for
not a
the magician.
conductor. He can't.
Yeah.
He can't make those deal things. He doesn't have that move.
Well, just because you die doesn't mean you like. Just because you go to defeat it doesn't mean you die. You make like death saving throws essentially.
Yeah.
It doesn't come up often, but there's a move for it. It's called Face Death. When your damage track reaches defeated, you face death. Draw Biz, ignore the normal forecast you play. If you play positive, you pull through and you're rendered unconscious until others contend to you. On a neutral, if you play a neutral card, the forces of the Undertow will offer you a choice. Release your grip on the real world and let your soul sink into Undertow, or return to the land of the living in exchange for paying a cost or doing a favor for the beings on the other side. If you play a negative card, you will likewise be offered the opportunity to turn to life, but the cost will be much higher.
I mean, I guess we know what the price we can afford would be. That's kind of boring, though.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, he already made it clear he doesn't want that. So, yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
No, just go with the magician. It don't hurt nobody.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Okay, I'll look at others.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Charlie probably doesn't go for lethal here. I can't imagine him doing that. But how do you mess this guy up?
Frickin'. Does he still have the gun thingamajig in his hands?
Yes.
Well, he's slicing that,
Hell yeah.
and then automatically just overhead slam down with the shield.
So as you cut this
Knock him down.
gun, you see like a similar slash just fully appears across this guy's chest, and then you just poof, into the sand here. And you've got this guy down. He is wheezing. This is not like a very strong person. But you're also really hurt. This, how, I want this to be, I mean, I think you know what I'm angling for. I'm just trying to think of how to incorporate it. This man is just kind of crawling away on his stomach at this point. I think you see, like a go-kart, like in the short distance. Not close enough that it's like a real risk is gonna get there, but...
What you said is not close enough to be a real risk, right?
Yeah.
So, okay, never mind.
Well, Jolly's not gonna let that happen. So, he's just gonna try and hold down this man trying to crawl away. And like, why did you do this? Why did you shoot my uncle?
Okay. Let me think here. He is mostly going to... I don't think he responds. I think he is kind of just gasping for air here. I think he pulls out a phone from somewhere and is going to basically hot dial someone.
I shoot that phone out of his hand.
Yeah, we
Not
can see.
seeing the chance.
Let's do a bombard there.
I believe that's 2 all.
Temperance and the Fool. Oh, that would have been so fucking close.
Oh no. No.
Is that your dissonant?
Haunting us.
That's
That's
her
that's
dissonant.
Charlie's
And that's his
resonant, and I would be
resonant.
pulling it out of the card out of the deck for a while in my dissonant. I could
Oh, my-
push past, but I mean,
All my resident does is push back the phantom clock. It's fine.
I could still be useful at some point. Plus, your resonant also acts as a positive, and it does cool shit. So
It's fine, man. Really.
Again, you can push.
Good.
I know the tower's coming up.
I'll trigger that.
I'll-
phantom note if you want.
I'll push.
Okay.
We're getting closer to the phantom fight.
Okay. That's gonna get you the chariot.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, there goes my resonant.
Oh,
Everyone is just like, fuck!
Oh, who cares about that one?
At least it's a
Yeah.
good card.
yeah. Mine's already out of the picture, so you don't gotta worry about mine.
you exceed your own limit.
That is a neutral.
Yeah, and Bombard, usually the forecasts don't matter, but
Same with
I'll say it
Victoria.
anyway.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah, Tick. Sorry.
Yeah, tick us a clock. Clock's at 9. It's getting there.
And now applies that hard rule.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fun.
So yeah, you quickly, you just barely do it, but you do get this phone out of this guy's hand. I think Victoria would recognize this guy as Brooke. And Charlie, you've got this guy pinned down, and I think in this
Who the
moment,
fuck is Brooke?
The guy from
The twink
guy
with the
who
phone.
took Lottie. The guy with the 2 phones who was at the fucking Bug City.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Fucking dickbag.
whose Eidolon I still haven't revealed. Well, I've revealed it a couple times, but
He isn't in the list, but also his Eidolon is probably the gun, given the fact that cutting the gun got him too.
Well, the gun originally was a phone. That was his second phone. Just an FYI.
Oh, right.
It could shapeshift.
Yep.
That
He's a-
explains why cutting it did that.
yeah. Charlie, you've got this man kind of pinned down. You see the shattered phone shapeshifts into what am I gonna it's gonna shift into a bottle of painkillers. That's what it's gonna shift into.
What the fuck is this even?
And he's just gasping for air.
Bro, I'm
You're-
done.
Oh, excuse me, that's falling.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Rip.
What a fucking dickhead.
I have a guess as to what you're trying to lead into based on what you said earlier.
Mhm.
I'm not sure if I'm correct, so I'm just gonna say it anyway, and I'll see if I'm right. You don't have to tell me.
Go nuts.
You're trying to put Charlie in a position where he is going to be framed for a crime, specifically because he just assaulted this guy who theoretically has an alibi. He didn't shoot him. He didn't even have a gun.
No, I'll just tell you no, that's not what I'm aiming for here. That was like earlier, that's resolved.
Okay, all right.
I think there's enough evidence here to be like, no, he got, like, you know what I mean? Like, I could,
They know enough to know that, yeah, Charlie doesn't have a gun.
it would feel weird to be like, hey, we settled that, let's do it again.
Yeah. To be fair, I didn't even know it was something that happened. I didn't really register it as that.
Yeah, I'm back. What did I miss?
We were
I was
just,
just
nothing.
asking a question about the scene.
yeah, so you've got this guy pinned down, he is struggling. I think, Charlie, you hear this voice in your head. I don't know if you've ever said or haven't said that Lancelot can talk.
Considering a cool thing I thought of with Julie recently, let's just say he does.
Yeah. I think this is Lancelot's voice, but only you can hear it. And he is going to kind of just say to you, we have him. We've seen what he's done, and we could cleanly exact justice here.
Meanwhile, Victoria's in the background. Are you okay, Charlie? You got him held down. Let's, I can go try and get something. We can have this handled. He can get arrested probably.
Charlie probably not paying attention to Victoria hearing
That's
his own
fair.
Eidolon, and he's just
That's
gonna
fair.
reply, "We can't kill him."
I think we very much can. Are you saying we shouldn't?
Yes, it wouldn't be right.
This isn't a fan fight, so we can't push back too much. I think it would be wise to nip this problem in the bud. I think it's a difficult decision, but as a ruler, that's what you should do.
I told you before, you can't kill anyone. It's not going to solve anything.
Can you, I guess, tell me, and this is, again, a little bit out of character, half in character, half out, would Sir Galahad be a completely different entity, or...
What do you mean?
Like, would he have, like, a different voice or a slightly different personality, or would he just be...
He would be a different kind of person than Lancelot.
I think at this moment, then, you hear a voice you recognize, but you can't put a name to, kind of speak up. And I should have read a little bit more about Galahad. Galahad was a... Galahad is going to speak up and say, well, we'd be best without a ruler, then.
What do you mean?
I think Lancelot here is implying that you get to make all the decisions. I think you and I would agree that that's not...
That's not really Charlie.
Yeah, it's not really Charlie. How about you let me ride along for a little bit longer?
You're right. Don't need the power to rule. Just want to protect.
I think you've got Sir Lancelot summoned still. I think Victoria, you see this from like a third perspective, how there is the setting sun in the background over this large body of water, and Lancelot sort of fades. What kind of like physical differences were you thinking between Galahad and Lancelot?
I actually did have a reference picture. I think I sent it to you. Let me find it real quick. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there you are.
So let me just post it in Campaign Talk.
Yeah.
Alright.
I think you
Here's Galahad.
you see the armor definitely start to change. The sword goes from more of a like linear to a triangular. The hair recedes is not right. The hair seems to shift into a shorter, younger appearance. And you see that figure kind of standing there with Charlie.
Just the Lancelot for reference.
Victoria's just staring at them, surprised. Would Victoria have any clue of what just happened at all? Or, like, would there have to be a dredge for her to know anything?
I mean, you would know that, like, nothing bad has happened. And that this is sort of like when people's Eidolons change. Like, it happens sometimes. This isn't quite as dramatic as, like, a phantom fight. And the fact that it was smooth is maybe the biggest thing that stands out to you.
I still kind of want to know what happened, though. That's just kind of weird.
I mean, yeah, if you want to do a dredge.
Sure.
More XP.
Judgment, the High Priestess, and the Hangman.
The High Priestess.
The High Priestess is neutral. The supernatural acts through you. 100%. So now is the funny moment where I get to say, I don't know. I guess this will just be like, I guess, between the three of us, or me and Charlie. What exactly do you think this represents for Charlie?
Instead of trying to deal with all his problems and fixing everything through force, like, kind of figured was the case internally at one point. Just find another way.
Was Sir Galahad going to be the final incarnation, do you think? Or did you plan on going further?
If Charlie were to get another Eidolon evolution, as it were, it'd probably just be a more advanced version of Galahad. Like, a Requiem kind of style.
Okay.
But it wouldn't be a new entity altogether.
So I think what Victoria sees is you kind of look into the undertow here, and it takes a moment, but you can see the form of Lancelot kind of just fading into the undertow and leaving. And I think what you might understand Lancelot to be, Lancelot was sort of like a minor shade that was haunting Charlie as sort of like the form of some like unresolved conflict with his parents and Lucian and such. If that tracks with King.
Yeah, that works.
Huh. I have a question, but I'm gonna be right back for a second.
Okay.
But I do want to continue this. Main thing is, could I use shadow reading in this scenario, or is this different? Because technically I just did it on Charlie's Eidolon.
Yeah, I think 100% you can.
Alright, I'm gonna be right back.
So, I guess this is not like a huge thing, so I'll jump over to Vincent and Shepard. You've got Lucian here. Are you guys... I feel like Shepard could do first aid.
Yeah, I was literally looking at that. It's like...
I mean,
this would...
like, Vincent's form of first aid is he's immediately going to undress his top. He's going to take his jacket and his like shirt off, and he is going to put something as like a gauze, and then like he's gonna take his shirt and like kind of like use it as a gauze and like tie his jacket around where the shirt is to keep it in place.
Okay, if you're gonna do that, I want to wait a moment for Julie to get back so that I can reveal some stuff to them too.
Okay.
Because if you're gonna fully take the top off...
Vincent's like, alright.
It's gonna be like
Not
a werewolf
shy.
situation.
I'm back. So, funny thing is, this is technically me setting up something King wanted to do, but number one, the situation probably isn't the best for it, but also number two, not the Eidolon that I was expecting to have this competition with.
And I still think it'd be cool if you want to do it.
That's fair, but... So I learned this about Galahad, and I'm just sort of looking at them like, you know, I think, you know, the main concern Victoria has right now is he okay? Because something happened that made his Eidolon seem to change, or like, you know, that made Lancelot leave. For the better, it seems. But his uncle did just get shot. She cares about him and wants to know if she needs to step in and help at all, or get him away from the situation, or do something. And that's directing basically at Charlie. What is the most honest answer there? Is there anything that Victoria needs to do, or does Charlie need help with anything?
I think, if I understood your question right,
It was a very
he would
broad
just-
question.
yeah.
Sorry.
So I think he'd just be like, help Uncle Luke.
Alright. So do you want to ask the question before Victoria starts heading off? 'Cause remember, that's a neutral. You can ask me the question.
Yeah. So, I guess Galahad now would be like, Hold a moment. Something on my mind for a while. Are you Shade?
Victoria was just about to, like, I'm gonna do this in two parts. Because remember, there's the meta info that your character learned from me directly that was on its answer. And then your character just talked to Victoria directly in character. So, yeah, I'm just saying, like I said, two parts. Victoria hears this as she was just about to head off. She realized, I should probably go back to Lucian. And she turns away, and then she hears this new Eidolon say that. She looks back at it, it's like, where did this come from? Of course not. That doesn't even make any sense. Why would you say that? And she's clearly saying, she looks like she's saying that to Galahad, but she knows that since Galahad represents a part of Charlie, she's kind of saying it to him. She's kind of offended by that. And of course, yes, she's a Shade, and not just any Shade. The most honest answer. Nate, how detailed should I get about this?
I think it depends. I think you could say whatever you want out of character, but as far as what you have to say is just whatever an answer to the question is. So I think yes fulfills.
Yeah, it's a very simple answer.
Yeah.
Well, is it, I guess, either possible or okay if Galahad replies to that?
I mean, it's knowledge that he would know, even though she lied.
Yeah. Well, I guess in that case, Galahad would be like, well, if that's so, just remember, we're here to protect you, okay?
Alright. And from there, she runs off. She's not fully sure how to read that, and she's not going to stick around to find out.
So you're on your way back. I think you show up to the scene here where Vincent and Shepard have started to give first aid.
Mm-hmm. I assume as hotel staff is contacting her medical.
I think Carly is still there.
Yeah.
Carly shows up and is like, I can't leave you guys alone.
For 2 damn seconds!
It's been 15 minutes and we don't even have guns here. I don't know how that...
I just literally yell at her to shut up and do her and help.
Yeah, Victoria is showing up right now, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Vincent has already taken his jacket and his shirt off and has used his shirt as gauze, kind of, and has wrapped his jacket around this to keep it in place.
So where did Lucian get hit? The stomach?
Yeah, it was a gut shot.
Yeah, it was a gut shot.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was gonna have Vincent turn into a porcupine and just grab two quills for tweezers, but gunshots.
No, you do not want to remove that, because that is something you want to do in surgery. That's like when you get stabbed with a knife. You want to keep that there because you can bleed out. Basically, Vincent wants to keep stuff there to A, catch blood, and B, to put some pressure there to stop the bleeding.
I think you kind of just rip the top off he had. I'll post this in chat, but I'll also say it. The tattoo he has on his wrist says "Never fall in love with an ass," which I don't think anyone's gonna get, and I'll have to explain later, maybe.
Oh.
And you also, I think you catch a glimpse of this. The thing you saw on his lower back was a gem that looks like your guys's.
Alright.
It was not a tattoo.
Okay. Did Victoria arrive yet?
Yeah.
Did she hear what she was saying?
Did Victoria hear what Carly was saying?
Yeah, Carly.
Oh yeah, you can fully show up whenever to this.
Yeah. Hearing that she's rushing over, it's like we got the sniper. We got the sniper. Is there anyone else around other than just us?
A handful of staff, I think.
All right. As I'm gonna get closer to Carly and be like, he was an Eidolon user. I've seen them before. They can change a phone into different objects. It's weird. It was a gun this time. They tried to shoot Lucian, or Charlie. I don't know. They shot at them, and Lucian got hit. It seems like this job is turning very dangerous for him. People are trying to get him killed for some reason.
Okay. She's gonna pull some like handcuffs out of a bag, and she's going to just take me to them. These people. I think she's gonna turn to Shepard. I think these people can take care of him.
No trust
I'm
in
hesitant to do that because I know what you're thinking. I'm kind of in the same boat. It feels like any moment we leave this guy alone, someone's gonna kill him.
Okay, I guess Charlie, do you want to show up carrying them?
Yeah, and this is actually something I wanted to ask, involving the second part of his new Eidolon description. Could holy power include the ability to heal?
There is rules for how to heal.
Yeah, there's a move called Healing Touch. You can only use this move if your Eidolon power can somehow heal wounds. If it's ambiguous, get approval from the GM. And when you use your Eidolon's healing abilities on another player character, you may reverse their damage track once for each time you take the Phantom Clock.
Yeah, I think you can fully take that if you want.
Alright.
I think it's...
10 o'clock.
Well, it's not a player character he's trying to heal here, though.
It's flavorful enough, I will say 100%. If you want to make sure this resolves great, you can tick the clock to do so. I think that is a fair trade.
That is a fair trade, I'll take that.
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Just guys zoom in there. Earlier I was like, it'll be fine.
So,
Now I just need some XP, bro.
Yeah. Okay. So the funny thing is, you say that, but whenever the Phantom Clock starts getting to a certain point, we all start wanting to drive it there as if we're racing to see who gets the next Phantom fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you 100% can do this. Do you know what it looks like? Is it classic, just like a light, or?
Yeah. Thing. Well, to be specific, Charlie was trying to heal the guy to make sure he doesn't fucking die.
Oh, are you healing the guy you Brooke?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah. Gotcha. I thought you were going for Lucian.
Well, he can too, but when you said carry him down, I thought Charlie was coming back with the dude.
Yeah, I know what you're saying now. That's good.
I think what he was confused by was being.
Oh,
Well,
Shepard.
What happened?
Shepard just dropped.
Shepard just dropped.
Oh no. I hope Shepard's okay.
That was sudden.
Well, this wasn't really games.
Oh.
Welcome back.
Oh, tablet died.
Ooh. But what I was saying was, I think what he was confused by was the fact that you were healing the person who shot Lucian.
No,
I just thought you were gonna be carrying him back, not healing him up.
I can see both happen. I think this works out fine. I was immediately like, oh, I don't think I'd care if he was hurt, but that does make sense for Charlie to worry about that.
Yeah.
So is that still just one tick, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be kind of weird if it was 2 ticks just for healing 2 NPCs.
Yeah, I'll say you get both of them with this in this moment.
Alright, cool.
Carly is going to, I think, see you do something and is going to, like, avoid looking, sort of just like as a courtesy. Yeah, it's very eyes up to the, or hand up to the eyes. And it's just like, okay, we've got. This is ridiculous. This was supposed to be vacation, Lucian.
Now you got shot. What the fuck? Got into a.
We'll get transport. We'll get you, not, I guess not home. Goddamn.
Victoria's gonna just, scoot in a little bit, but if this was a show, just like she pops in from off camera in a very weird angle. It's like, maybe you should get some more guards for this guy. Make sure they're not people who don't like him. And she pops back out.
He's the head guard. I mean, damn. You're getting bad at your job, bro.
You're getting old, man.
I mean, you can't really guard yourself, by all accounts.
I mean, to be fair, you told this guy to take a vacation. That's the point of a vacation, to let your guard down, isn't it?
Just you throw off this, I can change this description now.
Oh yeah, go ahead. I also want to point out, I mean, he out of character, he can totally protect himself. It's just he's been, every time he's had the chance to, he's used it to protect Charlie.
Yeah.
I'm going to go as far as to say that he's an anti-villain. I'm expecting fully that we're going to confront him in an antagonistic role at some point. But as it stands, he has shown he is a very good man.
We need to find his contract ASAP.
Well, you know where it is.
Hell yeah!
Behind him.
Hey, Lucian. Just for a minute. Yeah, 10 seconds. I need it in there.
Yeah, but I don't want to necessarily roleplay this whole thing out. But I think Lucian and Carly get a ride on one of the few cars in the city. They end up going somewhere. I don't think they say just like headquarters, and they just kind of take off. It's not like you guys know exactly where they're going. They've taken Brooke with them.
Fuck it.
I think at this point, some staff has kind of approached. One of them recognizing Vincent, and is sort of just like, we were told you guys were allowed to finish your stay if you'd like to. We ask you still don't go in the pool, please.
Vincent's like, the fuck, I didn't do anything! You said the one day, what the fuck happened to that? I think Vincent's always just like, man, what the fuck?
You'd scare the other guests.
Hey,
Sorry.
Vincent, it's fine. There's a lot going on, We have a
It's like,
motel
fuck it,
stay
I'll just go to the
built. It's a
beach.
very nice motel. And things are settling. We still have things to do. Let's just use she leans in and whispers, let's just use this as our base of operations for now. We need to let Redbone know what's going on.
Vincent just goes, oh, okay. He's like,
Yeah.
alright, sorry.
But you guys have the whole next day. You can have Redbone show up here and hang out. You guys can go back to the hideout. You can do whatever you guys feel like you want to do here.
Yeah, I feel like Shepard's immediately going back to the hideout.
Oh damn! I was gonna ask what's closer to the shopping district.
The hideout is on the opposite side of the shopping district from you guys, basically.
But like, is it equidistant or is the motel closer to the shopping district, or not?
The motel will be closer, because it's in one of the two other center areas.
No, I just feel like Shepard's like a little paranoid at this point. Like, is he gonna be like attacked for some reason just by proxy?
I mean, yeah, if Shepard, you take off, that's totally fine. I think if you're just done with this, you're like, yeah, no, screw this.
Like,
Shepard's like, hell no,
We-
I gotta
we-
go.
we came for a job, we got a job done.
back.
It wasn't pretty.
I just missed the last 20 seconds, at least.
Pretty much, Shepard is paranoid and is heading home.
Alright. Well, the reason I was bringing up the shopping district was because we still have a job to do. We didn't actually finish it yet. We can get it done, and then we can go home quickly after.
Oh wait, we still have a job to do. Oh, okay.
Sorry, man.
Alright, well, I'm gonna try and speed this through, and then we get to go home, because I am done.
Imagine going on a quote-unquote vacation and being more exhausted afterward.
Imagine
No,
going on
sounds about
vacation, having a huge fucking fight and being accused of by one of the people that you work with literally in your same foundation, and then getting shot.
Just angling for your job.
Like, what the fuck?
I'm a little bit confused. What other job are you referring to?
Getting the contracts.
Oh, shit. Okay. I didn't think you guys were doing that.
I figured that I thought that the idea was just do it whenever, and I was thinking get it done as soon as possible, because from my perspective, it's not downtime until the mission's done.
Oh,
And the mission wasn't just to find them; it was to grab them.
I was under the impression that it was just to find them. I didn't think you guys would go for this yet. Okay.
Oh,
Neither was I.
So,
I'm
who's heard the
sorry.
story
Is
of,
this not? Is this? I guess I was wrong.
Yeah, no, I was thinking you guys get information and then you regroup and you figure out exactly how to. You know what I mean? Ooh.
We can go and scout out the place for a second.
Holy shit! I didn't even. This is.
I mean, Lucian is technically down at the moment. He's probably not going to be going back to guard right away. This would be the
That's
time
actually
to
a good
strike,
point. This would be
technically.
the perfect time then. Fuck.
If it's all the same to y'all, I kind of have to go.
Yeah. Let's end session here, no matter what. Then.
This,
Yeah.
you know, this has been going on a little while, and I have something I have to do soon anyway, so that's completely fair. I wasn't saying immediately now. It was probably gonna be a next session thing anyway.
Yeah.
It was a fun time though, and glad all this happened. It was really freaking cool and fun.
I'm glad. I was a little bit shaky there at parts, but
Yeah.
I get
It
you.
was mostly at the beginning because, you know, everyone was super quiet. No one knew what to do with
Mhm.
anything.
Yeah, then it started flowing real well. Yeah, I gotta go. Good
All right.
shit. See you later.
see ya.
Alright, see ya.
Alright, see you again.
Who wants to recreate the Library of Alexandria?
I don't know how. You really took me off guard there, Julie.
I'm sorry.
No, it's great. I'll ask in chat, but I just want to make sure. Does everyone seriously want to?
I mean, I'm down. We don't even have enough XP to level up yet either. And we're
Yeah,
like
that's another
on the
good-
verge of we're also on the verge of another phantom fight. We've got 2 more ticks coming over there. So potentially next session could also be a phantom fight.
I'm
Yeah.
hoping next session's a phantom fight.
Oh, it'll happen for sure. If what we're I'm gonna stop the recording here too.